Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, and I really hope you joined us on the last episode where we got to see the world tour of the ancient city entrance castle. And I can never get used to saying that. But welcome back to the channel again, and we're back here in Kaylapolis, and we're somewhere new, somewhere we haven't seen before, somewhere that's not quite finished, but it's this small storage area downstairs. Now, I built this the other day because this is part of my plan for the next stage of the ancient city entrance castle. Here we go again. As you can see from this staircase, it's definitely not anywhere near finished, but this is going to be the interior that we're doing from the castle. This, as we know, is the throne room. Now, when I was filming the other day and when I was doing the tour of the outside and the big reveal, I had to kill a bit of time. So I decided to come down here and build this storage room. As I say, it's not finished. We've got the walls and the ceiling to do yet, but I'm quite pleased for that to come out so far. I really like these little sort of storage areas. They're something that have got no use in the game whatsoever, but add a lot of life and a lot of character. And they're going to lead out here. And the reason it's going to lead out here is because this is where I'm going to build all of the farms. Now, the castle's huge. Massive. It's massive. Here, and have a look. Probably try and kill ourselves. But the castle is massive, and we've got lots of areas. We've got the little barracks area over there. And we've got lots and lots of living quarters and things down here and down there. So we're going to need farms and crops and food and things like that. So I decided that this area out the back here, sort of gradually falling down this tower, is going to be our little farm area. I'm going to do a little farm in there. Possibly a footpath that leads over to the village, which is over there. It all depends what we plan on building in this area. I haven't decided yet. Because what I was going to build here originally, what I did have big plans for, I think I now may build. Yeah, it's growing nicely. I may now build down here next to the port. Next to the port, we've got lots of work to do. We're going to extend the port over. We're going to build some shit. But this area over here, I may build into a kind of little village, little port village, if you like. The little area where we can do some trading and things like that before leading up to the main castle. But I haven't decided. But guess what? I'm not going to decide right now. Pop your comments down below. If you've got any suggestions or ideas on this, then do let me know. I will take them into consideration. But, as you will know, if you've been following me recently, I have some 119 stuff that I want to get done. Update 119 that I still haven't got done. And only recently did I actually find a mangrove swamp. So, I want to get some 119 stuff done. And that includes frog lights. I haven't got any frog lights in this world at all. None whatsoever. So, we are going to head to the nether, and we are going to find a... What are we going to find? We're going to find a spawner that spawns something that I have completely forgotten. What does it spawn? Magmas! It spawns magmas. We are going to find a magma spawner. And apparently they can be found in a fortress, in one of the nether fortresses. But it has to be a specific one. Now, I've never found one of these before, so we're going to drop down into the nether and we're going to find this spawner. And over this episode and possibly the next, we are going to build some sort of frog light farm. We've got the frogs. We caught the frogs in the mangrove woodlands, and I believe I've got some tadpoles. So I'm going to head over to the main base, get the bits I need, and go and find some stuff in the nether. But what can I say? Because it was at this point when I went on a little adventure. And by adventure, I mean I equipped my gold shoes. You can't see. Why don't I have any shoes? I equipped my gold shoes. We got a potion of fire resistance. And we dropped into the nether. And when in the nether, I took a short trip. And I decided to take the potion of fire resistance. Like this. And we went out. And we flew around. And the reason I'm telling you this story... it's because I can't find the save where this happened. How? I can't find any of the details of me ever taking a trip into the nether and searching for a fortress, a bastion. So we're going to reenact it. I went over this way, and I know that there is a bastion over this way. And I know that because our tunnel goes out this way. And it goes all the way past. And I've been to here. I flew all the way around this area, and I started looking around for the next one. And I know roughly that 800 blocks away, there should be, within 800 blocks, there should be another one. And I knew that this was a big lava ocean from before. So I flew around, and I flew around, and I flew around like this until my potion of fire breathing nearly ran out because I'm worried that I was going to fall into the lava. And eventually, as I did this, I came over here and I came across this area. And by this area, I mean a bastion. And I dropped into this bastion and I found that it was on the edge of one of these forests, the green thing forest, and I found that there's lots of endermen in it. But I also found that there was lots of hoglin piglin guards, whatever they're called. They didn't like me. They didn't like me at all. I dug into this back bit here. Did I dig into this back bit here? No, I dug into a back bit up there. Let's go and have a look at that, shall we? There we go. This is where we dug into. And we're going to try and stay away from that enderman. I dug into this back bit here. And this is where I entered the bastion. And from here, there's lots of hoglins and piglins. And there's lots of areas where we could fall off. Now, I'm having to show you this because I lost it. So, this is where I then start my adventure that I did find in the recording. So, that's the treasure bastion fully raided. All we're really left with now are these stalkery things. I don't even know what their name is. And one or two piglins up the top there. But I'm not too worried about them. What we got down here, we've blocked off the spawns for this. For the magma cubes, because they were doing wedding. And now we need to build some form of frog-like farm. Now, it's really simple to build a frog-like farm. It's one of the easiest designs. The problem we need is we need lots of frogs. Frogs are notoriously hard for transportation because they're slow. You can't put them in a bucket. So, I've come up with another way that we can get frogs down here quite easily. And I'm thinking we need a nether portal. What are you doing down there? We need a nether portal. So that's what I'm going to do. So up there somewhere, maybe even over there, I am going to put a nether portal. And in that nether portal, that's how we're going to get the frogs.
So I think I've cleared all this out now, and we're going to have to start building our spawner. Now, I haven't got any frogs at the moment, but there's no point in me bringing frogs in here until I've got the basis of what we need. And I'll be honest, I don't really know where to start. So I've been back to the main base and got just about all of the raw materials I can think I might require. And now I've just got to work out how I'm getting down there. I did build ways down there. Oh, I think it's here, isn't it? There we go. There we go. Right, so now we've worked our way down here. That's the spawner there. So we know that none of the magmas are spawning just yet. And we're going to build something quite simple. The magma spawn in a 9 by 9 area inside there. I don't like that sound. I think that's the other side of this wall outside here. I think if I go down here. Yeah, it's you. Alright, they're good guys. And we've got some striders and some endermen and stuff like that. Probably do my best not to look at them. But, so, going back to this. They spawn in a 9 by 9 area underneath this. So we need to get rid of this lava. So I went back and got some blocks. I'm now going to try and fly my way back over to the bastion thing that we found. Now I know I've got one here. Here's one. So I know it's out this way. I still don't know the coordinates, which probably would have been a good idea had I remembered to write them down somewhere. Now out through this foggy bit. I think there it is. So now if we come around this side. There it is. Oh, and there's an Enderman waiting just there for me. So, the Enderman can do one. Where are you? There he is. Go away. And it's in here, I believe. Oh, there we go. It's in here. Right, back at the base. So now we can just fly down here. Now, what we need to do, as I was saying, we need to build a 9 by 9 spawning platform. Spawning cube, if you like. That's going to go sort of in there. Inside that spawning cube, one end we're going to have an iron golem. The iron golem will be protected so that nothing can get it, but the magmas will be attracted to the iron golem. The magmas go away. The magmas will then drop down through some powdered snow and get eaten by some frogs. And we'll have random frog lights. So, it's a case of making this 9 by 9 block. Jesus Christ! Oh. And here we are. Now we're back after I did my utmost to try and kill myself. That was absolutely brilliant. It wasn't brilliant. That was ridiculously stupid. But I now have Totem of Undying. And we're back! Yay! Now I can just try and work out how I was building this. Okay, so that's all the outside done. So that's the spawning area. So for now, let's put that there. Then we need to build the kill chamber. Now the kill chamber needs to be within 16 blocks, so I need to stand somewhere. Having said that, this bit over here, no, in fact this bit over here, well, we need to do the kill chamber to start with. And the kill chamber is going to be 4 by 4. I think it's going to go...
The last thing I needed to do was get some of these frogs into our frog-like farm. Now, the easiest way of doing this was setting up a nether portal. The biomes around this nether portal meant that I could do the cold biome and the normal biome. And in the nether, I could actually do the warm biome. I threw a bowl of tadpoles onto the floor, the water evaporated, but I used slime to quickly spam it to make them grow up into the warm weather frogs. Now, having the nether portal here, miles and miles away from my base, meant that I could go directly into the farm and I didn't have to worry about having to transport the frogs around the nether. Frogs are ridiculously slow and ridiculously hard to move. So all I do was drag them into the nether portal like this, quickly put a lead onto them so they don't jump around, put some slime in my hand, and then drag them over into the farm. And this worked all the way through. And all I did was drop them down into the farm, all 3 different types, so that I get the 3 different types of frog light, and then just block the farm up, and off we went. Now getting them in here is quite simple. All I did was jump across the other side of here using the ladders to keep me up high because the frogs can't use them, and then put them across with a lead. That drops them down. Then all I did was jump in after them, and you can see all of the other types of frogs I've got in there. Take the leads off them. The leads would either go into my inventory or into the hopper inventory below. And then once I did that, I was then quite happy just to carry on and crack on with how we're going. So, after a little bit of a bitty episode where we've had a few technical issues, I don't know what happened there. A few issues with recording and a few issues with the new monitor. I am finally done. I am done. The Froglight farm is done. So we are going to head over there and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by done. Now, first thing you might notice, I've improved this ice road. Didn't realise that having the gap actually slowed it down. So now this is a lot quicker. But I've had to put these gates in just so I don't miss any of the junctions. I think works okay. There's probably a better way. If there is a better way, you guys can think of a better way, or any of you have done it, then do drop it in the comments. I would appreciate the ideas. I really would. Because I keep getting stuck on this one. But how much quicker is this ice road? Whoa! It's like lightning. I don't know, maybe it's just my new monitor, but it is like lightning. And we zoom all the way down here. Now this bit's all been extended, as you may remember. This bit has been extended quite far, and we're now at the bastion that we found earlier. I've made this little entrance. This sort of all fits in with the rest of the nether hub, and it goes into here. And the eagle-eyed amongst you may spot these little beauties. Yes, they are the first frog lights I have in my world. And I've put them all the way along here. I've put them up there. And I think they look great. I think for what we've done in the nether with the blue lights and things like that, these actually look fantastic. These actually look really, really good. So let's just push through here. And you will see down below, there is my Froglight farm. Now, there's an easy way, hard way, etc. I could just drop down and use my elytra, but we'll use the scaffolding for now. Now I'm going to show you exactly what we've done here. So we're going to go onto the top. That's the spawner we've got there. So there's the spawner we started with, and then this here is the kill chamber with the snow. Underneath the snow, you will see the frogs that are the bane of my life. You'll also spot that the light torches on the spawner don't actually affect the spawn rates. These things will spawn regardless of the light level. Having said that, I've been up here now for a few milliseconds. Oh, here we go. Finally decides to spawn. So yeah, the way it works is they see the iron golem that's trapped in a cart there. They jump into the snow. And as they jump into the snow, they die eventually. The snow actually freezes them. And then the frogs eat them when they get small enough. And that's how we make frog lights. This little one here has finally spotted the golem. And he'll jump in there and exactly the same will happen. We'll go down and just have a little look. I'll show you guys how it works. So here's my golem. This is how we've done. Hello, mate. I put him into the minecart there and just trap the minecart so they can't get out. Every now and then, I come down here and have a look at repairing. Now, I have accidentally built another golem that didn't go into the minecart, and he's just sort of wandering about. There's nowhere he can go. Over here, so this is the chamber we built. I've got the frog lights all the way around. This is the chamber we built earlier. As you can see, they're jumping around. The little magmas are all jumping around. When they spot the golem, eventually they jump into the kill chamber. Now down here, that's the back entrance we had there earlier. Down here, I have done a rather fantastically eclectic looking iron frog-like corridor even. And then here we can see the frogs. So I've got three or four of each frog. I can't remember exactly. 3 or 4 of each frog in there. Underneath the carpets, we have got hoppers, which obviously collect them. And when the frogs eat them, eventually the magmas drop down into frog lights. And this is how many we've got. And this is where I keep my iron ingot, just so I can repair the other iron golem I've got floating around. Where is he? Let's go and repair him because he does a great job. Hello, there you go. He does a great job in repelling all of the blooming annoying Enderman, like this one. Pain in the bottom. Anyhow, I also have to keep powdered snow in there because for some reason, when the Endermen get in there, they melt the powdered snow or they nick the powdered snow blocks. I don't know what they do, but every now and then we do have to re-put the powdered snow. Which is not the end of the world because the frogs themselves, they hop around a bit if they do get out and then they do find their way back in. And I put this cool little glass corridor over the top just so you can see the magmas actually spawning like that. And then they jump down into the kill chamber. And we can just watch them here. So this is where they jump in. This is where they die. He says, watching them die. When they get small enough, the frogs then eat them. Now these magmas at this size don't actually hurt the frogs. But notice now, when they're this small, these are when the frogs will eventually eat them. He says, there we go. They're slowly sort of clearing them up. And when they eat them, they drop down into here to make the frog lights. And that is our first and only frog light farm. And the spawn rates are pretty good. We also get magma cream. And the spawn rates are pretty good. We'll get a pretty decent amount. You saw a frog light jumping out there. And that's it. It's all done. We're happy with that. Really happy with that. I'm waiting for this to grow. Eventually this will grow and this will be the entrance and exit. Obviously it goes with the nether. But for now it only goes up to about here, which is a bit annoying. But we can use this. And obviously I've got the design at the top there. So it's quite a simple design. One that I did myself. But yeah, it's really pretty good. Now as we head out of the nether, that final stretch, you can just see just how fast we were going again. And we are going to head back up into the overworld. And the reason we're back up here is because, I'll be frank. What is that noise? I'll be frank. I didn't have a lot of fun in the nether. I didn't. We had lots of technical issues. I didn't have a lot of fun in the nether. We had lots of technical issues. Lots of things went on. Things weren't recording. My graphics weren't as good as they could have been. And I haven't enjoyed making this last episode, which is kind of why it's taken me so long. And with that in mind, I am planning on not going back to the nether for some time. Now that being said, I do need to put a nether portal. I need to put my nether ice road going over to the ancient city build. Now, for the time being, I'm probably not going to do that straight away. When I do the nether city build, I need a lot of sand. So we actually moved the sand quarry. Those of you that remember before, my sand quarry was over here. This is where I've cleared out a lot of sand. And it's pretty much done. So I moved my sand quarry over to here. As you can see, I've got a little alley collection system with my 3 allays. I started off collecting all of the sand I need. So we're going to collect a little bit more sand, and then I'm going to extend the nether road, nether hub, over to the ancient city. When I've done that, the ancient city, I'm then going to finish off all the interiors. So with that in mind, guys, I'm going to leave that episode here. I didn't enjoy making this episode, but if you have learned something or you've got any comments, please do like, share, subscribe, and chuck the comments down below, and I'll do my very best to get around to them. Any ideas would be absolutely fantastic. Guys, follow us for the next episode. The next episode is going to be an absolute banger because I've got something planned which is going to be so much more fun than this episode was to me. I just don't enjoy the Nether. I don't think. I think its usefulness as a transport hub is great, but I just don't enjoy being in the Nether. So thank you very much for joining me, guys. And remember, build like no one's watching, and I'll catch up with you soon.